On your rotation. Tell us what you thought about what you saw tonight, how close you are to finalizing that rotation and where things stand.
Yeah, we tried to get a little bit different by starting Sasha and then have Brandon just come in with his group. It was okay. We probably should have taken KP out a little bit earlier in the first quarter and then bring him back with that group. But just little adjustments we'll make in that case. But I was proud of our guys at the end. They ended up putting their starters back in, and I think it was about a 10-point game. And when they went out, it was 8 points. So they battled, and they made some mistakes, but I thought they played pretty well.
Not only that group of bench guys, but deep into your bench, we've seen so many good things from that group. How do you see them coming together over this preseason, and what are you most excited about from them?
Well, I think they do play well together. That group has done well ever since training camp. When they've been together, they play pretty well. That gives us a great thing for coaches to look at it. We can get those 5 guys in there, give our 5 starters a rest, and they'll hold down the score. With Brandon out there pushing the ball, he gets guys running. Guys they want the ball, they're gonna have to run with him. And I suspect that when Derek gets back, it'll be kind of the same with that first group. So we like the speed that the guys are playing with. We get a little out of control at times. That's when we got to kind of slow it down and really execute. But that kind of changed the game when it did get a little wild.
O'Quinn specifically has had a productive couple of nights, but he was the first big off the bench tonight. Do you see him in that role following up behind Noah?
Well, it's possible. I've liked what Kyle's done these last 2 games. He's been aggressive both ends of the floor. He's not settling for shooting jump shots. He's rolling hard to the basket. He's making plays, and he's offensive rebounding. We need to get some offensive rebounds. The last few games we've been pretty good at that. That ends up getting us extra possessions. So Kyle's done a nice job. He can really pass the ball. So he's played well.
Do you see a 10-man rotation? Is that what you like to do? You're saying it earlier in the season.
Well, I think early in the season, and as you get going at 10, even if you can get an 11th guy in there, for a few minutes, you like to try to do that. If they can, that's the big key. If they can go in there and keep the score of what it is, they've done their job. So we feel confident with the guys we have coming in off the bench.
Coach, 48 has been pretty locked in shooting the ball. Looking ahead towards the season coming up, what do you expect him to take a look at?
Probably what you've seen these last 2 nights. His defense on guys is pretty darn good. And, he's an explosive player where a little bit herky-jerky. It's hard to guard him. When he comes flying off those screens, he can stop and come hop back one way. He's very athletic. He can get that shot off. I think these veteran guys, these last couple of games are starting to gear it up and get ready for the regular season.
Coach, that said, now the preseason's over, do you have a better sense of what kind of team will be taking into the regular season this first with the Knicks?
Well, we always thought we could be a good team. One of those things we have to work on and get better at. Defense being one of them, closing out on the guys, helping each other. We've had spurts where we've done it really well. We need to get those spurts a little bit longer. So we feel with the guys we have, we're going to score some points. It's just a matter of not getting into let's try to outscore a team. There's probably better teams than that. Jeremy's a good player. He knows how to handle the pick and roll and create things off that. He's a pretty big guy for being a point guard. He's able to use his body and hold guys off and get the layups and get the fouls. So he played well.
Do you have to remind your players maybe any more than other coaches do to really lock in defensively because of the pace that you want them to play at? Is there a tendency to kind of lose sight of that when you're playing at a faster pace?
Well, sometimes. It's hard if you're expending some energy running and you go on the defensive end, but hey, if we want to be a top 10, we got to be able to do it. And that's our conditioning will get better as the year goes on. It's still relatively early. I think the guys have gotten in pretty decent shape, but they see what happens when Brandon pushes the ball or we get out of the open court, we get some easy runs.
All right, thank you.